All right. Welcome back, guys. I want to show you something I was actually looking at yesterday. Um, Let me show you actually what I was doing. So this is the thumbnail you guys saw. Okay, this is the thumbnail. I made this yesterday. I made this last night, and I'll show you a little bit more on this particular thumbnail. Where did this thumbnail come from? So this was a screenshot I took, and I took this screenshot. I don't know if you can see this, the time, right? I took this screenshot last night, midnight. Now I took this because I wanted to show it to somebody. I was actually working with someone, and I wanted to show them what kind of a pattern. So they were asking me, what kind of a patterns do you see, and what, where it will go. So this was a pattern we were looking at. Now I want to show you what happened on this particular pattern, right? So there are multiple patterns here. There are 4 different patterns. There's 2 positive patterns and 2 negative patterns. And also 2 of the patterns are based on, as you can see, on the upside and downside. One of the pattern, so the downside pattern is based on the Fibonacci. Okay, so this one is based on the Fibonacci. This is a Fibonacci downward pattern. This is a Fibonacci, this blue one is a Fibonacci upward pattern. So based on these Fibonacci numbers. Also looking at the previous support and resistance lines, I drew these purple lines here. And on these purple lines, you can see how I expected a bounce, a return, right? So I expected this particular purple line, this 34,519, for us to get a little bounce on this. And we got this exactly as predicted. So the pattern so far seems to be struggling here. This means that one of these 4 scenarios that I drew here will play out. Right, will play out. Now, one of the scenarios is, for example, there's a positive pattern here. We have a bounce here, we rebound here, and we buy back here, and then we see these bounces happening, and we move up, right? That's one of the patterns here, and we're basing these on Fibonacci's and actually the previous support and resistance lines, right? The other scenario we see, we break out, right? We break out and we have this particular, sorry, this is on a daily, sorry, my bad. I should show you on a daily, because on the daily, this is more accurate. So look at this on the daily, right? So this is one of the patterns. So as you can see, it's playing out pretty much on this blue and white. So we can either go positive. If we are going to go positive, before we do that, we're going to have a rebound here, and then we're going to bounce and carry on doing this, right? This is on a daily chart, right? This is what this does. And then if we do see a negative, we might actually see a bounce here, which we're seeing right now. And this is not 100% right, but we might come down, bounce here again, come down, bounce here again, and then eventually see a downward trend. Now, this would be our triple top, right? Imagine this as a triple top, 1 top, 2 top, 3 tops. It's a bearish sign, right? Then we have this one here, which is our double bottom. So we would have a bottom here, another bottom here. As long as we stay above this trend line, it's still bullish. And if we break above and confirm, then that's it. This is the way we can do a double top here. Sorry, a double bottom here, right? So these are the kind of scenarios I'm looking at. Also, this is another one where I'm looking at a kind of a triple bottom, right? But it's on a curve. It's on an upward curve. So there's multiple trends playing out. I mean, I can draw a trend line here just to kind of show you what I'm thinking. So this is, if it was to go bullish, this would be the trend it would follow. So you see these bounce, we would have these bounce on these lines and follow upwards. But currently, because we're still on a downward trend and we still have a bigger trend line following. So that you see this trend line here, we've got a bigger trend line here. This is why I'm thinking that we might actually end up seeing something like this where we bounce, but we do not have the bullish breakout yet, right? Because the bullish breakout would have to be above this $40,000. Right, this $40,000 would have to be the bullish breakout level, right? And you can see on the Fibonacci's, we're confirming all of this as well. So we're basing it on this particular candle. We're not looking at the top side, but this is all we're looking at, so far it's been good. It's peaked out, but we're going to see this confirmation. One of these patterns will play out. So you got 2 positive patterns play on the lines itself, right? These particular purple lines, and then the other one will play on the Fibonacci lines. That's the positive side. And on the downside, everybody might see what's known as a bull trap. So you get excited, you come in, and it's a fake out, right? A bull trap is a fake out. So you see these bounces, and we come down and we smash down, sadly. We could see it on a shorter time frame, or we could see it on a longer time frame, right? On a longer time frame, I see this 40,000 level as a very, very, very hey bro, how you doing? You're on the live chat. Sorry, I didn't see you. You're here. I've got this here. So on the 40,000, we see a massive traffic zone around there. So what we need to do is break above this 40,000 in order for us to be bullish. But right now, I can see us having a temporary bounce here, coming down back to this line. As long as we can find support here, this is bullish, guys. If we don't find support and we break this support, right, as you can see, this is technically, so if I put this I go into this line, and if I just, hold on one second, let me just adjust this. What I'm trying to show here, you'll understand what I mean, right? So if I'm just using this particular line, and if we do break below this line, this is where we become bearish, right? This is all I wanted to say, we become bearish. We don't want to be touching these Fibonacci lines too many times, right? If that makes any sense to you, right? So this is a chart without the noise. Just wanted to show you clearly. There's other bits and bobs I am going to show you on another video tomorrow. So tomorrow, today I'm not going to make this any longer. I don't really have much time. Basically what's happened is I just found out that a few family members, blood relatives back home, like in 10 days, 3 people passed away from COVID. So kind of stressed out because of that. But I still had this schedule. So I thought, you know, I'll just do this video just for you guys. And then I'll catch up on another one. But I do have a lot of data I want to show you. So tomorrow I'm going to do a massive one. I'm going to do one based on, you know, somebody sent a message regarding CBDC, right, talking about United Kingdom and this and that. Well, I've got the whole data for you, and I'll show you exactly how many countries are actually running CBDC at this present moment, and you can see the data, and we'll talk about it more tomorrow. There's another one here. I'm going to talk about all of this stuff tomorrow as well. There's a lot more going on, and we'll talk about Ethereum tomorrow as well. We'll talk about Cardano. Cardano, actually, we can talk about it right now. Cardano, as you can see, is coming and touching this line, so it's going to do a breakout very soon. So here is an opportunity. If somebody wants to just monetize on the breakout, then right now is a good buying opportunity. Pick it up and then just basically wait for this breakout, and if we have a breakout, sell whatever, you know, make your money there, and then just wait for the confirmation and then pick it up again and then carry on. So that would be that one. But there's a whole bunch of coins I want to talk about, and they're all kind of related to each other one way or another. But just for now, what I want you to do is take a screenshot of this, and save it, because these lines are very, very relevant. So let me make it larger for you so you can see, right? So remember, these fibs, right? These fibs, all of these things are very relevant. All right, very relevant. The fibs on this side is relevant. The fibs on this side is relevant. So this is the downside of the fibs, and this is the upside of the fibs. And you know, this 40K is a very, very significant level for us. Right, so it's a very significant level for us. So this is the line. Think about it as, it, you know, the point that we need to break above in order for it to be bullish. But before that, we've got too many patterns, right? So one with, again, just kind of reiterating, right, the purple lines, these are all previous support and resistance areas, and what I'm doing is I'm targeting them from where they are. So here I've got 2 points, so that's a actual resistance area. Here I'm targeting it again another resistance area. Here I'm targeting this is a support zone. This is a support zone. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 points of touch, right? So we're looking at these and we're saying, okay, let's find a support and resistance zones, and let's see how they're going to react. So any previous resistance, we need to break it and hold it as support. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to basically have to play these lines. So all of these lines are one form or another actually very relevant. So just have a look at this, you know, and it will make sense to you. So there are positive ways that what we're going to do, and there are negative from what we're going to, you know, how we're looking at stuff. So yeah, I just hope this kind of makes sense. Other than that, I'm just going to leave this video here today. Like, share, subscribe. I'm sorry I couldn't make this any longer, but I will definitely make a nice little long video tomorrow. You know, no hard feelings. I'm telling you, like, what happened back home and this and that, family members passing away. The person I spoke to was my brother, and I said to him, I said, don't worry about it. Listen, time's up, time's up. So I'm not negative, or I'm not like kind of down or anything like this. But I think, you know, I personally need to give some moral support in the relevant places. So that's what it is. I'm not a hard-ass person, trust me. I'm not none of that business. But sometimes it just makes you wonder, you know. And I've always said, like, when your time's up, your time's up. There's nobody, you know, nobody on this planet can actually hold you back or anything like this. You know, time's up, time's up. So that's what's happened right now, unfortunately. And I'm just going to go and talk to a few people and see what's going on. But other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on another one. Sorry to tell you about how what's happening in my family, but you know, COVID is real, guys. COVID is real. So this one, I'm just going to basically give you a nice little warning. You know, just stay safe. You know, I know they broke the restriction. I mean, the restriction and everything is finished now, but still, just be safe, guys. Just be safe. You never know. You never know what's around the corner, and you know, appreciate what you got. That's what matters.